Last week, things didn't go according to plan. For those of you who watched the most recent gameplay featuring the channel's MP5 SD from SEMA, you'll know that things got a little hot. So today we are going to tone things back to a slower pace, a more stealthy pace, if you will. But before we do that, if you haven't seen last week's video, I would suggest you do. It's got some pretty funny moments that I'm sure you will like if you're watching this video right now. And before I go any further, allow me to quickly thank and welcome all of our new community members. It is good to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in the Wolf's Den community. We are just under 70 subscribers away from 2,000, which is absolutely nuts, and I appreciate all of your guys and gals' support recently. Although, with yet another milestone coming up very quickly, let me know down in the comments what video you guys would like to see when we get to the big 2K mark. I've got some ideas of my own, but I'd love to hear from you guys what kind of videos you would like to see on the channel here soon when we get to that next milestone. Getting back to today's gameplay, we are of course back at being on their towers field for the ever popular game mode of Attack and Defend, with the fan favorite Magpul Masada, which, with the day's heat, should prove a much less intensive game mode with the amount of shade and cover that can be found for players out on the field today. For today's gameplay over, you guys are going to see a side of my playstyle you most likely never have before. Which reminds me, if you have a specific playstyle that just tickles your tism, feel free to leave it down in the comments so that others can possibly discover a new way to play the sport that we all love. And just maybe, if enough of you leave your favorites down below, I'll make a video about all the playlists you guys enjoy and maybe even try some of them out for myself on a future video. And while I do very much enjoy the high-intensity, fast-action gunfights that I often get into here on the channel, the playstyle that is always the most fun to me and most likely many of you out there watching is a more stealthy one. For those of you not understanding what I mean, basically being a sneaky ninja and scaring the ever-loving shit out of players with how stealthy I can be is kinda my jam. And it's something that I do so frequently that I have a bit of a reputation for it from time to time here at Bing, and today's video is only going to make that reputation better. Well, we'll see. I do some dumb shit later in this video that probably doesn't help my case for being a professional sneaky operator, but more of a professional idiot. At any rate, let's jump right into today's gameplay, starting out on the offensive for round 1 with the ever-popular Magpul Masada. For the start of this round, I quickly realized that I am all alone. Not just without friendlies, but also without any immediate contact from hostile players, which is very unusual for this area. So, while the rest of my team causes mayhem across the field, I'm going to use the confusion to make some moves of my own. As you may be able to hear up ahead, 2 of my teammates were just taken out by an enemy player. This will give me a good idea of where this player is, should they stay there, and if they try to move, a good reference for where they could go after that. You may also notice that I am walking a little strangely. The reason being is that I am attempting to keep my sound signature as low as possible while maintaining a very organic flow to avoid making sudden shifts in movement that will be far easier to see through the dense foliage from the enemy's perspective. All I need to do now is keep my presence unknown and keep tabs on the player that hit my squad mates up ahead.
Mosquito. See, he's somewhere right here. I saw him.
Sniper, you're dead. Remaining.
Friendly!
Oh, my bad. You were way on the other side. That's my bad, bro.
You're all good.
Game over.
I did my job, so.
And in an intense finish, I am ironically eliminated by my own forces before the enemy forces could themselves. However, my well-executed flank did provide just the right amount of diversion for one of our own teammates to push into the objective and win the round. So, I'd say that's a pretty good first round for me. And that means it's time to switch sides and see if we can be just as sneaky for the defense phase.
How'd you miss that first shot on that boy inside?
My optics off. It's shooting. It's literally shooting off to the right.
I'm just giving you crap.
Yeah.
Did you hear me in the background? Now, how'd you miss that first shot?
Yeah, I heard that. I hope that got on camera. I really hope that did.
Oh,
If it did,
that?
if it did, I'll subtitle it in the back. Like, how'd you miss that? It's like, shut up, leave me alone. Hey, they didn't know I was there for a long time,
No, they didn't.
so.
You killed that sniper boy twice.
You're so
That
good at
old
playing
guy
the enemy
twice.
team that I shot you.
Did you see where I stuck out from back here?
Yeah, I saw you just appeared from the bushes.
For the defense phase, I decided to push up exactly to where I had bedded down at the beginning of the assault phase in hopes of catching some enemy players off guard from behind them, and ideally moving to a new position once my initial spot was compromised. Unfortunately, that wasn't going to go exactly as I planned.
I die here, I die here. That's fine. No. We both just suck, apparently. Okay, so you hit my gun the first volley. I mean, nope. Nope. Oh, good hit, good hit. Man, we all just suck, apparently. Damn it.
I didn't even see you.
You guys walked right past me.
I have nothing to say about what just happened there. Anyway, moving on. Thankfully, I was able to remove 3 players from their initial push, which will put them even more on edge, and our team still has a mulligan that I will be able to use to jump right back into the fight and try my same strategy again in a new area. The downside being that with the enemy players now knowing that a sneaky little man is out hunting them down, they are going to be much more observant and ready to spray down anything that moves.
I got one behind that little barricade in the wood. You say how many 2 on the left? Oh, 4 on the left. Hey, middle, middle. Grass left, grass left. Hey, there's another grass left. Are you friendly or no? Hey, I got a bunch left.
Hey, hand. Thank you.
And sadly, the second attempt to be a absolutely sneaky gremlin was far less successful than the first. As expected, the enemy team was simply on edge from my previous run and were on the lookout for my next ambush. And to make matters even worse, they somehow had a hand from Mother Nature's most annoying and arguably most hated creation, the motherfucking mosquito, which they employed to use chemical warfare on me moments before the enemy player rounded the corner. I don't know how they did that, but I call bullshit. Either way though, that will bring today's gameplay and sneaky antics to a close. I do hope you all enjoyed today's gameplay, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to help us get to that 2,000 subscriber mark. I've got even more great content coming your guys' way, so be sure to join the community so you catch it when it drops. If you would like to see even more of me in your day-to-day life, come over to Twitch where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. US Central Time. And as always, this has been Wolf, and hope to see you guys next time I hit the field.